are we missing out any members here, like rows here?
Oh, probably. I don't know. Let me look. All right. So we've got token holders. They have legislature. We have block producers. They're the executive. Block producers are the most visible people right now because they're so hungry for votes. They want everyone to see them. Vote for me. Vote for me.
Oh, wait. Let's go back a little bit on the token holder. So, so because the developer will provide the token to be used on the system, so token holder actually don't have much utility to access the system.
I'm not following.
So token holder, in some case, like token holder can say, I pay certain amount of gas to get certain, kind of services.
Yeah, we don't have gas though.
Yeah, exactly. So the dApp developers provided the token or pump the token to gain access for its users as well. So token holder don't
two ways to do it. Right. So the dApp developer can provide the tokens for the users to use, or the dApp developer could say, you must have an EOS account and you must bring your own tokens to use my application. Now, if it were me, I would provide all the tokens. I would hide all the complexity of the chain from my users. They would never have to create an EOS account. They would never have to own EOS in their own tokens in their own name, and which would require me to have some tokens, maybe quite a few, maybe thousands, maybe tens of thousands. And if I, as a developer, can't afford to buy them, I might rent them, or lease them from the token holders. At least for a while until I can accumulate more. Maybe I'll rent them forever. Who knows?
So if I'm a user, I got tokens. It does not grant me necessarily to access any dApps.
It's up to the dApp developer how they want to give you access.
Right. So there is, like what I said, there is not much utility left for the token holders other than financial reward.
Well, in other words, what do the token holders do? They read CoinMarketCap. They read CoinSheet. I don't know. I don't know any of these people. I don't know what they do. Hopefully, they're out there recruiting more dApp developers to come build on the chain.
I think currently, we can move on to the block producer part. I think currently it's all the block producers who do the work, or do the proposal, do the apply the dApp developers.
They're the ones who are most active today pre-launch.
Exactly.
Right. And there's some dApp developers who are very public and very visible, who are trying to draw attention to themselves and trying to help create the ecosystem. We have block producer candidates sponsoring and organizing meetups. We have block producer candidates sponsoring projects involving dApps. And I think we're going to continue to see a lot of crossover like that, at least for the short term. Eventually, if a dApp is really successful, it might break away from whichever block producer candidate was sponsoring it or was floating it, so that it can be a standalone entity, so you can really focus on what the application needs. And that's a pretty common thing outside in the regular world as well. Have some division that really needs to be its own company, you spin it off.